Hello world, this is Dennis, and I'm sorry that I have to use this crappy cam, but this is the only thing I have available for shooting videos like this at the moment, so I'll have to do. But, as you can tell, I've got my shortwave radio set up at my temporary location here, what I've dubbed the lair. I've got my ICOM, the Kenwood, the Hammerland, and the Yaesu all set up. The only thing is, I ran into a problem here, which I'll show you in a little bit regarding antenna setup. But I'll show you what I do have set up at the moment and see if anybody's got any ideas or suggestions. So let me just pause this for a moment. Okay, this first antenna is set up in where my room is. I've got the coax going up to the center insulator, and I got the two pieces of wire running from the western side facing out of the house, kind of going a little bit southeast across the ceiling here. Forgive me, it's going to get bright because of the ceiling lights, or the lights on the ceiling. But the wires end about there. That's the first antenna. It seems to be pretty good on the lower bands and on certain frequencies. It's been kind of interesting, the different results that I've been getting, but I'll go into that a little bit later. Let me show you my other antenna setup, because I'm actually running two antennas, and let me show you the other one. So here's the start of the other antenna. It's the dreaded random wire antenna. It's good for the upper bands, it seems like, and certain frequencies on the lower bands. The reason why I'm going with this is because, let's see here, where did I put that? Hold on a second. Okay, the reason is I tried to use my jumper here to go through the doorway here, because this is the only way I can get anything to go outside. But I haven't figured out a way to, properly secure this, like against the wall down there. I tried this double-sided sticky tape, and this stuff really sucked. It barely held on. And the reason why I had to pull this out is because Grandma was afraid of a tripping hazard. Because I couldn't get the thing. This part right here I couldn't get flushed against the wall, and I couldn't get these, attached properly, so they wouldn't just sit loose. So we were afraid of a tripping hazard. So for now, for an outdoor, I have to use random wire. So I've got the coax hooked up to a balun, and I got the wire running through the door with a lot of duct tape holding it in place. Now let me pause this again and show you what it looks like outside. Okay, so the wire comes out the door here. I don't know if you can see the duct tape I have holding the wire against the frame of the door, but that goes up and behind the mailbox there. I did that on Mom's suggestion, so it's kind of out of the way and nobody trips on it. And then it goes up to the porch, and forgive me, really having trouble seeing this on the viewfinder. Let's see here. Okay, so there's the bird feeders. Okay, and the wire's going up behind that. And then it terminates on that second to last post. I got the wire running through, one of those dog bone insulators. And that's the outside antenna. Like I said, it seems like on the upper bands, like, say about like 13 megahertz on up, it seems to do pretty good, and then the one I have indoors seems to do better on the lower bands for the most part. Although it does seem to vary on different frequencies, and I'm interested to see what Greg has to say about, why that is. I know if I had to guess, he's probably not going to be too thrilled that I'm going with the random wire antenna route right now, but right now, well, it's a temporary solution until I can figure out something better. Like with the old place, my biggest problem right now is figuring out how to get the feed line outside away from the RF noise. Because what I would kind of like to do is, have it, let's say, like going to the porch there to that last post and then running wires over to the tree over here on the side of the house there, because the branches go up pretty high, and in my opinion it would probably be easier to get up into the tree with a ladder and stuff to fix the wires and stuff. So as always, any solutions on what I can do is greatly appreciated. At one point I did try a loop antenna. I had a piece of coax where I cut off the other end, and I had the center wire exposed in the braid, and I had, one piece of the wire hooked to the center and the other piece to the braid, and I had to kind of looping around the windowsill of the room where I have my radios, and that seemed to do. I'm thinking if I had more wire, if it was like maybe a bigger loop, I'd probably have better luck picking up stuff, but that didn't work too well. So any and all suggestions on what I can do for antenna setups, or how I can, get my feed line out here so I can, do a proper antenna. Heck, if I could just, here, let me just back this down, and let's just back up a little bit. Heck, if I could just get the coax to run outside and just, basically set up a dipole along the porch, have it, the center of it like in the center of the porch, and having 2 legs going the, the length of the porch, I would settle for that. So I got some homework to do on how to make things better, so any and all suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, peace and all that good stuff.